live from the United Nations. I'm at the United Nations Open Source Week this week, and today was a series of hackathons, and I went to the Maintainer one. And so I thought I would just share a couple of the sessions I went to and one quick thing I got out of each of them. One of the sessions I went to was about how to end of life a project. And what I thought was really interesting is how we kept transitioning from when a maintainer thinks it's time for their project to be end of life to when a maintainer is burnt out and needs to exit the project. And we kept confusing those two things in my mind. Not confusing them, but the conversation kept bouncing back and forth. So I think it's important when you're thinking about, should I end of life my project, is this project done? And do I need some way to tell my users that it's done? And lots of good stuff will come out of the session about that. Is the maintainer just done, and what you really need is a succession plan? So those are two different issues. So I look forward to sharing some of the really great ideas that came out of that session on how to actually end of life a project. Another session that I went to was on how to give a maintainer credit system and recognition system. It was led by the CTO of Drupal, and he talked about how they credit and recognize their maintainers. I often refer to the Drupal recognition system as an example that we should all look at, because I think they do a great job on their individual maintainer pages of crediting people with when they've been mentors, when they've gone to conferences, as well as all of the code contributions and other contributions that they've made. So great system. But they talked about how they're using that system to encourage their vendors to participate more at a contribution level and not just a monetary level, to the point where they would turn down a monetary contribution if that vendor is not contributing to the project, is not a member of the project. So they're encouraging their vendors and their companies to be active members of their community by using this recognition system. So super interesting conversation as well. So I look forward to sharing with you more of what came out of those sessions, and I look forward to sharing more about this event as we go on in the week. Have a great Monday.